Um, Hello friends and welcome. My name is Popeye, not to be confused with Pot Pie, the bot. And today we're playing some more Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. Last time... Then that would be Pop Pot Eye? Pop Pot Pie? Geez, say that 10 times fast. We finished off the fourth plane, which had all of the bracers. We learned about Kevin's super secret move, which is put him in the hospital, apparently. And we started on the fifth plane, which is kind of like the Tetracyclic Towers, or just a bunch of teleportation bits. Would be really easy because you can bounce pop pot pie, pop pot pie, pop pot pie. I guess I'm not doing it fast. You're supposed to do it faster each time. But yeah, so that's what we did last time. Today, I think we're gonna spend some time trying to do both these moon doors and maybe some of the star doors. We'll see how many doors we can get through. Depends on how long they are. Some doors have taken like half an hour. Some have taken literally an hour and a half. So I'll have to see how long they take. Also, if you missed it, I'm saying screw the sun doors. Honestly, I looked at them, and half of them are just like fishing games and dumb games like that, so I don't care about them. They have very little to do with the plot. Or even character development. Oh, it's not 100%. I'm pretty sure we've already messed up 100% run. Yeah, fairly certain we've already messed that up. There's some areas in this game that have treasure chests which are only available for a certain time period while you're in there. And I'm pretty sure we've missed some of those. And if you missed that, you missed the treasure chest and you missed the like anecdote whatever message when you opened it the second time. Fairly certain we've missed that already. Yes, this is also a reminder that next Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time will be my last stream for probably until mid-November. So yeah, so with that, which is you're incredibly disappointed in my bot? Okay. Well, I think my bot can take it. Alright, so we're going to just start with moon door number 2, which is Shara's, I'm pretty sure. For no reason other than it's the second door. So actually, it's like the first one that we haven't done. Why don't you acknowledge my bot? I wish it showed me the moon doors I did here instead of making me go through the notebook. But yeah, we're gonna go to door 2. I've already pre-configured the party to have who I think is required for both of these moon doors.
Nanji, 銀髪の華麗なる踊り子、我が元に引き連れよ。さすれば扉を開かん。
Well, in you go. See ya. If I'm Pot Pie, then who's Popeye?
ここに記憶のかけらと祝福を与えん。
So far, I think only like 1 or maybe 2 doors have made us actually fight something. Popeye is a myth. Year 1202 of the Septian calendar. Relent.
シェラザード。シェラザード。あら、ここど
Oh,
こ
cool, we start drunk.
大丈夫？少し飲みすぎなんじゃない？
ああ、懐かしい夢を見たわ。あの頃は私も若かったわよね。
久しぶりにいい感じに酔ったみたいね。でも、あんまり年寄り臭いことを言うものじゃないわ。
そうだよ。シェアじゃあできよ。僕はね、僕は。
あら、オリビエさん、もう起きちゃったの？寝覚めに一杯どうぞ。
You're an awful person. Dude literally passed out drunk, wakes up, and your first response is, let's just give him more wine. Props on the game for actually filling the wine glass.
あんた何鬼なことしてんのよ。フォークナー、オリビエにもう一本つけてやって。
ああ、
That's not unintelligible gibberish. That's literally a developer's dog barking at us.
あいつまたとんずらしたのね。仕方ない。私が取ってくるか。
Don't let the drunk person go and get the bottle. Gonna knock stuff
な
over.
んかきっついやつはないかなと。
Now's not when you get the strongest thing in the house.
ブランデー発見。
Why is your mouth so wide
ダ
for
メよ
this?
シェラザード。目覚めなんだから軽い果実酒ぐらいにしておかないと。
じゃ両方ね。
You can have both.
やめて。信じちゃう。
Fruit and brandy. Is that a good combination? Dang it, Mel, I was just there. Thank you for the shout out, Samus. Hello, everyone. Yes, no spoilers for Samus's, who ironically is not yet playing Dread. But yes, how was the stream? Thought I could escape. You just came. We just established my scold backstory. You came here because you wanted to be scolded so you don't get to sleep tonight. That's what happened. And yes, I know Samus is. But yes, hello to everyone. My name is Popeye. We're playing Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. I play a lot of JRPGs and visual novels. A lot of my visual novels tend to have very mature themes. Fortunately for you, this game is not really one of those. It's, I guess, it's like PG-13. We're currently doing a flashback of a couple characters where we're getting drunk, and we just woke up from being passed out drunk and decide that the solution to being drunk is to drink more and stronger stuff. Sounds like a good plan.
ところでさ、アイナ。あの後何杯飲んだのよ。
I thought we established that if you scold someone, I just get their sleep.
あの後
How did you carry 3 bottles by yourself? Samus has just gave me more sleep. There we go. Oh no, if you scold me... I should make it like a 10k bit badge, then no one gets to scold me.
ほら、二人で初めて飲んだ時。
Shara began pouring alcohol onto Olivier's head. Time out. You just went out and got the top shelf brandy to pour on his head? This is such a waste.
シェラザードったら注ぐ場所を間違ってるわよ。
You stay out of this. You should be telling us not to drink 4 more bottles of alcohol.
あ、本当だ。
キュー。
Did he turn brown because he has brandy on him now? Did he pass out from having brandy poured on top of him? I have many questions. Is this how alcohol works? 5 years ago. Yes. I've been doing alcohol wrong my whole life, apparently.
これだけ広いと配達も楽じゃないわね。次は。
I've watched all of Parks and Rec.
エルベリ級？あんなとこまで行くの？これだから都会は嫌なのよ。
Parks and Rec is on Netflix.
やあ、さっきの遊撃士さんじゃないか。おかげで助かったよ。ずいぶん力持ちなんだね。
Yes, I do remember the experimental
どうだい、
bars.
うちに来ねえか。姉ちゃんなら歓迎するぜ。
I thought it was dumb, so I kind of repressed it.
悪いけど興味ないわ。こっちは急いでんのよ。じゃ。
Oh, this woman's going to be important. Grand Cell City, 1197. 5 years had passed since the 100 Days' War came to an end. The scars that left were slowly healing, and life was returning to Liberal. People gathered in the cities and towns that had returned to their former state, and the revived orbment trade brought the kingdom prosperity. Peace was becoming normal once again, until we ruined it. Not all that was happening in Liberal at the time was so positive, however. This was also a period in which corruption was rife in the military. Many of the army's officers at the time cared for nothing but lining their own pockets. An anonymous gifter has gifted a sub. Listen here. You think you can hide behind anonymous? My scold knows no bounds. It will find you, and you will lose sleep over that. Lining their own pockets are gaining power and prestige. Between the development of orbital technology and booming prosperity, much was forgotten.
あら誰もいないのかしら
If you have a request, please write on one of these forms to the right and place it in this box. Brancell Guild. Racer Guild Grand Cell Branch. Jeez. I misread that. Bold of me to assume the anonymous gifter is getting sleep. Fair. But now you get negative sleep. Why am I Liam Neeson? Because I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna get you. With negative sleep, you have to... what do you get to do with negative sleep? What would be a good thing for negative sleep? Do you just have to watch me sleep for an hour? Is that your punishment? And suddenly chaos appears in chat?
ギルドにお仕事を頼みたいのだけれど、あなたは？
シェラザード・ハーベイ、ブレイサーよ。まだ準遊撃士だけど、腕は信じてもらって構わないわ。
まあ、遊撃士の方だったの？ごめんなさい。とっても若い方だったから。
Sleep streams.
私はアイナというものです。よろしくね、シェラザードさん。
ああ、挨拶はいいから、早く依頼内容を教えてちょうだい。
I mean, is this what you want? You just want, like... This is the next hour, guys.
今ここには遊撃士が2人しかいないのよ。忙しいんだから手短にお願いするわ。
あら、そうだったの。ごめんなさい。私ったらつい。
だから手短にお願い。
Man, that would be the creepiest Twitch stream ever. It's like, hey, I do like electrical and plumbing work. I just install cameras into random people's houses when I go to work on them. Here's them sleeping. Have fun.
ああ、そうだったわね。実はね、私、オートに来るのは初めてなの。だから、オート見物の案内をしてくれる人を探していて。
You want that job?
オートって広いじゃない？迷子になってしまいそう。でも、遊撃士の人なら、きっと道にも詳しいはずだと思って。
Oh, I'll see, Chaos. I'll see.
はあ、そういうのやめてほしいんだけど。あなた、何か勘違いしてるでしょう。遊撃士はボランティアでもなければ都合のいいお友達でもないの。
I'm coming with you. Why are you bringing us along to the Foodora guy?
こっちもいろいろ忙しいんだから くだらない依頼は出さないで。
私は
見物がしたいなら一人で勝手に回りなさいよ。まったくこれだから世間知らずのお嬢様は。私はね、大きな仕事をこなして声優劇士の推薦状を書いてもらわないといけないのよ。
Lasagna for breakfast? I
次来
mean,
る時
I
は
would eat
もうちょっ
that.
とマシな依頼を持ってきてよね。
Pizza and ice cream for breakfast is wonderful. Leftover pizza and ice cream.
お忙しいところを。
Why you have leftover pizza and ice cream in the first place, who knows?
おや、ご依頼の方ですか？
Yes, I reheat the pizza. Yeah, there's some pizza that I find is actually better reheated the next morning.
申し訳ない。
Usually it
受付は
means it's
私が
not
兼
good
任しているの
pizza,
ですが、
but
いえ、
先輩、その人は相手にしなくていいですよ。遊撃士をミラで雇える便利な連中と勘違いしてるのよ。
ごめんなさい。失礼しますね。
うん、少々お待ちいただけますか？シェラザード君、
people are pizza now. No, Chaos, that's supposed to be your toast, and then you run out like an anime girl out of the house to catch the bus. And that's how you meet your true love.
何ですか、先輩。
彼女の依頼を受けてあげなさい。困っている人を助けるのも遊撃士の仕事だよ。
でも私だって忙しいんですよ。オート見物なんて付き合ってる暇なんて。
他の依頼は当分受けなくてもいい。私が処理してお
Although,
こ
if you
う。
like that trope, watch The Daily Lives of High School Boys. There's a clip they do from it where it's just like them running out of their house with progressively larger and more weird stuff hanging out of their mouths.
そんな、先輩は受付も兼任だし。
君は準遊撃士だろう。今はまだ先輩から学ぶ立場にある。行ってきなさい。この依頼が済んだら推薦状を書いてあげよう。
声優劇士の推薦状ですか？でもこんな簡単な仕事で。
どんな仕事でも手は抜かない。それが君の信念だろ。
I think the last one might be the dude's got like an entire like table with like a 4-course meal on it. It's just absolutely absurd.
それではよろしく頼む。
ありがとうございました。
Hello, Sherbet. Yes, happy time zone.
いや、
What is the command? Is it Sherb singular, maybe?
二人とも気をつけて。
Yeah, it's Sherb singular. I'm glad you remembered, Samus.
はい。
お世話になりました。
Wait, does everyone just have a curse? So my curse is I steal your sleep. Samus's is he remembers all the stuff you don't want him to.
今
Hero
の
just
彼
makes
女に
everything take
は
5
いい勉
times
強
as
になるだろ
long.
う。
Oh, Candy'll say hi for her wife, but not for me.
なんで私がこんなやつのおもりを。
ごめんなさい。
Yes, that is a link
迷惑だ
to,
った
to
かしら。
Sherb's channel.
いいわよ、もう。
Your curse is just your reputation.
この取りすました話し方を聞いてるだけでイライラしてくるわ。で、どこに行きたいの？
そうね。念のため、エーデル百貨店で買い物をしておこうかしら。
念のため？
エーデル百貨店は東が行くよ。
間違えないわよ。
No, dang it! Stop that. If I scold you, I steal your sleep. This is apparently the backstory that's been made for me now.
なんかいちいちイラつく。
The Mims curse, yep. Okay, we just have to lead her around town. Oh, can I catch the birds? No, I don't talk to you, I want to catch the birds. So in the last game they had names. They were all like breakfast names, so I want to see if I can still catch them. Are there other ones? Your birds. Okay. Gosh dang it, birds! I will catch you. Our school... if you're asking about the Scold Redeem, yes, you can redeem a Scold on someone. Well, I guess the birds win this time. You would like us...
ショップ
Candy.
百貨店で買い物とはね。さすが金持ちと言うべきか。
You helped come up with a backstory for these scolds, and now it's gonna backfire on you. Samus has redeemed a super scold. This whole scold is about you. So just think about how much sleep that'll cause you to lose. It's like 5 scolds in 1. You get no sleep tonight. Take that.
で、何が買いたいわけ？
そうね。やっぱり回復薬は
That's not sleep,
一
that's a
通り
nap.
補充しておこうかしら。
You can no longer redeem Juggle.
はあ？
Every time someone says that, someone else redeems Juggle. I'm waiting for it. And it's always someone who's just lurking the whole time. There... Yep. There it is.
ああ、がっかり。
Why did I say anything? Why? Okay. Is that high enough? Yeah. A little bit higher. See? So everyone was about to redeem it. As soon as someone says anything about Juggle, someone comes in to redeem it. Ugh. Whoa, too far. Let's get that behind the back. Oh, try to get the chest stall. Feel like it's not one I've done in a while. Oh, close enough. And there was your Juggle. Because someone was shirtless the stream. Because someone was shirtless the stream. What? Oh, because someone was shirtless, the stream is now banned. Chaos has been blamed. I cannot read tonight. To warm up before an intense juggling session, I look in the mirror and declare, "You're clearly inside the machine, child." Okay, have a good night, sure.
この本クルツ先輩が読んでたやつじゃない。へえ、ここで買い物してたのか。結構難しい本。
What are you gonna do, Samus?
シェラザードさん
何？
Yep.
あのね、この近くにね、有名なアイスクリーム屋さんがあるのよ。知ってる？
知らないわよ。私は甘いものは苦手なの。
私、久しぶりに食べたくなっちゃったな。さあ、行きましょう。
ちょっと。
Okay, so she's running away from Men in Black. Did it actually take us out? Oh, it did actually take us outside that door. Nice. Dang it, birds. Okay, the ice cream stall I think is up here. Yeah. I bought 2 ice cream cones from the stall. Even though we said we didn't like it.
だからいらないって言ってるのに。
大丈夫。とっても美味しいから。
何が大丈夫なのよ。
そろそろ正午ね。あと24時間。少し危険だけど。
ちょっと。さっきから上の空じゃない？何ぼーっとしてんのよ。
No, just because we like ignoring you. That's why.
どうしたのシェラザードさん。なんだか怖い顔。
あなた何か私に隠してるでしょ。さっきからうさんくさいったらありゃしない。白状しなさいよ。それとも何か後ろめたいことなわけ？
実は私ホテルに忘れ物をしてしまったみたいなの。
まったくさいごまかし方を。あくまで白を切り通そうってわけ。
一度ホテルに取りに行ってもいいかしら。
いいわよ。付き合ってあげるわ。あんたがボロを出すまでね。
ありがとうシェラザードさん。南通りを使いましょう。
了解よ。
What's in the briefcase, woman? Make one last run at the birds. Dang it, birds. Where's the hotel? Up in the next block? Yeah.
ちょっとホテルってここのことでしょ？
そうなんだけど、さすがにグランセル城は警戒が厳しいわね。最適な侵入経路は。
Is it a bomb? Are you trying to blow up the
この
castle?
先はグランセル城よ。どうする？
そうね。
そろそろボロを出すわね。聞かせてもらおうかしら。私を散々引っ張り回した理由をね。
ちゃやってらんねえな。俺は少し外の空気を吸ってくるぜ。よかった。
何？
おとなしくしやがれ。
What if I don't want to protect the NPCs? Cool. Do I have any items? Okay, I have a little bit of healing. don't come near the dude with the guns. Don't try and hit him with your briefcase. Okay, you killed a dude with your briefcase. Great.
なんなのこいつ、戦闘の訓練を受けてるじゃない。
まだ気づかれてないみたいね。
Yeah, I think this guy is a bit of an amateur if he got, you know, just knocked out with a briefcase from a civilian.
何かいい方法は。
ちょっとあんた、いい加減説明しなさいよ。この黒服の男は何なのよ。
軍に警戒されてもまずいし。
聞いてるの？
静かに。
やはり宿泊客名簿にはないようだな。
箱入りのお嬢様ならてっきりホテルにご宿泊だと思ったんだがな。
仕方がない。街の中を探すか。
見つけたぞー。こいつだ。捕まえろ。
大声出しちゃダメ。
They want her to be found. Of course they're gonna
聞こえた
shout.
か。ああ、あっちの方向だ。いたぞ。あれがターゲットだ。
何ちょっと、何これ。こら依頼人、いい加減説明しろ。
シェラザードさん、とにかく逃げて
ー。待ちなさいよ。
Come on, you can take him with your suitcase, girl. When did this become a Scooby-Doo chase sequence? Oh my gosh, it literally is a Scooby-Doo chase sequence. Are you guys in an area that's out of bounds for the normal game? I think you are.
そろそろ話してもらおうかしら。あの黒い連中は何？どうして追われてるの？あなたの目的は何？またごまかしたらぶつわよ。この無知で。
それは痛そうね。実はね、あの人たち、私を捕まえようとしているみたいなの。
No duh.
それは見ればわかる。私が聞きたいのはあなたの事情よ。どうして追われることになったのか。
そうね。
Please tell me this is like going to be a half-hour cutscene.
一緒に住んでいた祖父が他界してしまったの。
おじいさんが？
ええ。祖父は資産家だったから私にも遺産を残してくれると言っていたんだけど、遺言状には全て孫のアイナに譲ると書かれてあったの。それで
資産家の遺産。ああ、まあ大体の予想はつくわね。親族だの親戚だのがたかって遺産の分け前をよこせってことでしょ。
おじさんはとっても優し
Your
い人
uncle's
な
not
ん
a
だけど、
nice man. I can promise you that.
でも20歳になるまで面倒を見てあげるからって。
だから遺産の管理は任せておきなさい。最悪ね。
ちょっと目が怖かったから断っちゃったわ。
と、隠れて。
If your uncle can already hire like 50 dudes, I think he's doing alright.
最近では はあの黒い人たちが雇われているみたい。
He's not currently chained up in my uncle torture chamber.
私が正式に相続しなければ遺言状は無効になるから。多分それで捕まえようとしているのだと思う。
あの戦闘能力ただのチンピラじゃないわ。あんな危険な連中が昼間っから王都をうろついてるなんて。軍は一体何をしてるのよ。
親戚の中に軍部に通じている人がいるらしいの。
I admit nothing.
私の家名家だから。
頭痛くなってきた。あんな連中を雇って遺産の奪い合いとは。いかにもお金持ちらしい悩みね。
ごめんなさい。
別にあなたが謝ることじゃないけど。まずいことになったわね。正直もう一度やっても勝てる自信がない。なんとか連中に見つからないようにギルドに避難しないと。
Oh, is this gonna be a stealth mission?
そういえば鳩に餌をやるのを忘れていたな。
後に
連中の隠語もしくは合言葉かしら。だとすると
おっと、こっちは行き止まりだぜ。手こずらせやがって。
逃げ足だけは褒めてやるがな。
捕らえろ。
At least we healed. That's nice. I think she just follows me. Okay, one's down. Okay, we can take a couple more hits. Yeah, just turn away from him. I'm sure that'll help. Oh, good thing you killed him, because otherwise you were dead.
おお、なかなかやるじゃねえか。
Because this is a flashback from 5 years ago, when she's level 10 instead of 110.
さすがにきついわね。
大丈夫？シェラザードさん。
おい、いつまで遊んでんだ。おっと、危ねえ危ねえ。
くそ、こんな連中に。
シェラザードさん、何か手は？
近くに地下水路の入り口がある。そこを使えば西街区に抜けられるはずよ。
わかったわ。それで行きましょう。目をつむっててね。
ちょっと？
ワン、ツー、
おいお前。
スリー。
ちょっと何？
発煙筒。目が痛え。
さあ、今のうちよ。
何これ？マスタード？待ちなさい。
We're mustard gassing people in the streets now?
逃がすな。
なんでそんなもの持ってんのよ。いや、それ以前に大の男を。
鍵がかかってるわ。
どいて。ほら早く。
待てやこら。くそ、鍵をかけやがった。
トゲ、俺がやる。
もう一個使う？胡椒味もあるけど、こ
胡椒味？それ自作か？
Welcome back, Samus's.
ベースは白煙なんだけど、いくつかオリジナルブレンドを考えてみたの。こっちのは笑い竹の粉末が入ってるのよ。本当に効くのかしら。
やめなさいって。煙が逆流したらどうすんのよ。
チェ、頑丈な扉だ。誰か斧を持ってこい。
あの甘
Okay, bye. I mean, we could move all
これで
those
少しは
boxes
時
in
間が
front of
稼
it,
げそうね。
but I doubt we're gonna do that.
あのね、そういう危険物を気安く使わないの。いや、っていうか作るなよ。
でも役に立ったでしょ。
まあ
Oh,
否定はしないけど。
But you did bring the declaration. No, I don't want to bang the sun. Don't make me bang the sun.
まったく、そんな技どこで覚えたのよ。
おじいさまは蔵書家でね、家にもおじいさま専用の立派な書弱館があって、役に立つ本をたくさん残してくれたのよ。シェラザードさん、小説とか読む？有名なスパイ小説でね、主人公が発煙筒を作るシーンがあるんだけど。
Now doesn't seem like the time and place to be
お
discussing
話
this.
で読んだか。こいつやっぱお嬢様だわ。あのね、
Books are for the rich.
あんた
There
の
we
ために
go.
はっきり言っとくけど、さっきのはまぐれよ。何度も通用する手じゃない。本で読みかじっただけの生半可な知恵や力を振り回すものじゃないわ。今後はこんな軽はずみな行動は取らないでちょうだい。わかった？
Yeah, just give us all your grenades.
じゃ、さっさと行くわよ。そういえばこんな場所ばかり逃げ回ってたっけ。感覚が戻ってきた。
何か悪いことを言
Yes,
っ
you've
ちゃ
said
った
several
かしら。
things to annoy her. This whole
行
situation
き
is
ましょ
fairly
う。
annoying.
あの連中ならこの程度の扉すぐにこじ開けてしまうわ。ここも魔獣が出るはずよ。私から離れないように。
I'm gonna guess this part's an actual mini dungeon. And it is. We have no orbments. Wait. It glitched there for a second. It had the status of the previous person. I'm making a note of that for my collection of things they've done that have been wrong. 45 min. Take that, game devs. Okay, but if I can switch this, I assume that means I can actually find equipment. I can't set the NPC. If I'm melee only, I might as well be front. I assume I have no S breaks. Makes sense. Okay. Alright, okay, we've done this one before. This corridor is just a bunch of enemies that I don't want to deal with. Okay, I have CP now. I have crafts, yes. Okay. There we go. So far she's only hit things to kill them. Hello, Hat. Samus is thoroughly delighted when their newborn baby writes them a birthday card which reads, "Dang it, Chaos, stop being a fetish." It's time. The heck is this thing? Fine, time for some derailment. I didn't want to fight more things, but now I gotta fight more things. Oh, and they're dead. Okay. Oh, and we got an S break. Okay. That might actually be worth it. I assume there's like a little boss fight at the end of this. I've been working with Ruby on Rails since the spring, and I'm not a fan of Ruby on Rails. Also, I don't know if it's just Ruby on Rails, but all the structure with Ruby on Rails... I don't know if it's just all the companies have had bad, like, code structure or what, but it always seems to be really weird. What is my favorite cheese and why? I'm gonna say Brie. Because it's mild enough that I can just keep eating it. If you haven't had Brie on, like, burgers, it's nice. You can put Brie on a lot of things and it melts nicely and has good flavor. My feelings for Ruby is Ruby tries to abstract too much stuff, and it leaves you with like the magic of it works. If you know how to use that, you can get like some sites, especially ones that integrate back and front end together pretty easily. But oh geez. After that, I've found it's not great. Oh no. Guess I need to make sure you don't die. Yes, and yeah, and you can put it with some cranberry. I better kill this thing, otherwise she's dead. Oh, she's still dead. Well, that was fun. Got kicked by a sheep and died. Oh, did you punch her out of the way? That was nice of you. Yeah, neither do I. Do have an S break if I need it. Oh, right, you explode. Oh, and you can kill me. That also will game over us. Oh, you hit them both. Strength up, defense down. There we go. So heard you like chess, you pervert. You take joy in yanking out others' insides? I probably don't need to go this way.
ここを越えると西街区に入るみたいね。
近くに開閉装置があるはずよ。探しましょう。
なんだかロマンチックね。
どこが？
What makes Brie a fake cheese? I don't know a whole lot about cheese, so I'm curious. Can we not just jump that tiny little gap? Are you just making a joke? You call every cheese fake cheese?
もう
Call string cheese and brie fake
す
cheese?
ごいわね。
ま、金庫破りと似たよ
Are
うなもの
Kraft
ね。
singles fake cheese? Don't get me wrong, I think they're delicious, but I consider them fake cheese.
あまりこういうのに憧れない方がいいわよ。
シェラザードさん。
こんな技術。
Because didn't they have to qualify that it's like 51% of it's
知らない方が幸せなん
cheese?
だから。
I think that's right. I think they tried to justify it by saying that exactly 51% of its contents were cheese, and then there was a lawsuit and people were like, what do you mean 51% of it?
スラムの中でも意味嫌われる場所。流れ着くものは山からあぶれたか、あるいはゴミとして捨てられた子供。吐きだめが何十年も積もった町で。
Yeah, but you guys also can't have Kinder eggs, so...
目に留まるものは全てかも。幼い頃から手当たり次第にする癖がついた。それでも食べていくには少し足りない。ここには私のようなものから金銭を巻き上げて。
Yeah, the Kinder Surprise, the little chocolate eggs, the hollow egg about, I don't know, yay big that has the toy in it, is banned in the US because you're not allowed to have something non-edible inside of your food.
一番確実なのは空き巣。そして金庫破り。スラムから川一つ隔てた高級住宅街は地下水路から侵入できる。空腹を感じては忍び込み。
I was cursed with Kinder eggs, where every time I got one, I'd always get the puzzle. Didn't matter, I would always get a puzzle.
コツは金庫の中身を洗いざらい持ち出さないこと。持ち主が気づかない程度の少額を何度も何度も抜く。針金一本で10日は暮らせるミラが入った。味をしめては毎日通う。柄にもなく蓄えなどをする。それは結局スラムの男たちに巻き上げられ、私は血を吐くまで蹴られることになる。
The only time I eat Kraft singles is when they're on a burger on the barbecue. That's about it.
生きていくために。
But I'd rather have real cheese on it.
誰もがそう言って必死なふりをして、誰もが一番楽な生き方を選んでいる。この無気力な街には汚い人間が湧く。私もそんな
I would rather have
連中
real
の一
cheese
人だ
on
ったん
it,
だ。
but cheese on a burger, cheese, quote unquote, makes it better.
何度もやめようと思った。やめたいと願っていた。私はこんな生活を続ける自分が嫌いで、それをやめられない自分が嫌いだった。
You want chocolate now?
私はあんな生活に戻りたくなくて遊撃士になった。私はどうしようもなく怖かったのだ。自分をあの町から救ってくれた一座がなくなって、
Gifting
私をま
subs,
ともにしてくれた人
you
た
could
ちが
afford a
消
bar
え
of
てしまった。
chocolate.
またあの生活に戻ってしまうんじゃないか。
Samus has gone on record officially saying that they were not the anonymous gifter
私は所詮スラム出身者だから。
today.
どんなに取り繕っても、どれだけ馴染んだふりをしても、私はいつかきっとあの町に戻ってしまう。だから強く生き
You
なけれ
went on
ばいけない。
record earlier and outed Chaos.
職なんて何でもいい。一心に
Hey,
打ち
for all
込
I
んで
know, there was
まっとうな
some
生
back
活が送
alley
れれば。
deal where you like wire transferred some money to Chaos so that he could anonymously gift a sub, and you could say like, "Oh, I didn't do it." Dang it, Hat! Don't encourage it.
過去を思い起こす
Go
こと
buy
なく
chocolate.
醜い自分に屈することなく一人でも強く生きていかなければ強く強く
You could have more chocolate. You could have sent Samus some chocolate, but no.
でもどうだろう。私はしっかりやっているのかな。ルシオラ姉さん。
シェラザードさん、どうしたの？寂しい顔。
なんでもないわよ。この依頼さえ終われば声優劇士の推薦状が揃う。私も声優劇士になれる。
Dang it, Chaos!
もう誰にも文句は言わせない。私は
No starting another
強
gift
く生
war.
きる。行くわよ。
Also, if you're looking at spooky games, wait until the Halloween sale, or I'm sure they'll all go on sale, even if only for like 20% off.
あ、待って。
He never said how many ice creams he was getting.
シェラザードさん。
この依頼さえ終われば。
Let's go with that. He's definitely not going for like the Magnum, like 2-layer chocolate with caramel in the middle. For some reason I feel like Samus's doesn't like caramel. I don't know why. That's just the feeling I get. I don't know. It was just like, I didn't see you as a caramel person. I don't know why. I don't know what gave me that idea. I wanted that badly. You could have asked. You don't like caramel, but you like the caramel? No, this is where I came from. This is the exit. You expect me to carry you through the horror experience?
鍵がかかってるわね。
分かってるわよ。あんたは黙ってろ。
あ、はい。
Taking out a wire and inserting it into that keyhole. Why is a drink holder considered a condiment? What?
ようやく地上ね。
もう夕方か。思ったより時間がかかったわ。急がないと。
ええ。で、シェラザードさん、大丈夫？
は？
だって、なんだか顔色が悪いし。少し疲れたんじゃない？
I mean, also, if you're looking at spooky stuff, there's a Halloween update for Phasmo that I'm guessing is going to come out timed with the Halloween sale that features, I think it's 2 more ghosts. One, there was a bunch of stuff. I'd have to look at it again. Oh, it has nightmare mode, which is harder than professional. That'll be fun.
いらないわよ。
It's Sonic Blast under condiments. It lists a drink holder.
こう見えても相当鍛えてあるんだから。遊撃士の体力をなめないでよね。
It also has stuff that they haven't released yet.
ごめんなさい。
There's talk that they might have multiple ghosts
っていうか。
in a level. I don't think there's going to be a new level. I don't think that's going to be the
私にぴったりついてきてる
case.
けど。平気なわけ？そういえば、あれだけ逃げ回っても息一つ切れてなかったし。
There is a theory going out. So the developer put up, first of all, if you haven't seen the new Phasmo journal, take a look at it. It's a really good redesign. User experience is very good. So the developer put out basically 2 new ghost pages. Just look up the Phasmophobia Trello, and you can see in progress there's one for a Halloween update. But the developer posted journal things, but they just like blurred out like the new ghost names and stuff. So you can see like there's a little bit, and then the like, you know, blurred out keywords. They've redacted keywords essentially. So some people on like Reddit and 4chan have tried to reverse scramble it and make it clear again. And one of them, one of the leading theories is it's called the twins. So it's gonna be twins that like can be in separate places at the same time in the house. You see nothing useful there? I'll try and find it for you after stream. There was one ticket that was in progress called like Halloween update. If you want to find the journal stuff, I can send you pictures of that. Or you can just Google the journal update. That came out in mid-September, early September.
Yeah,
that's the one. So Nightmare difficulty, which is going to be harder than professional. 2 new ghost types. And then redacted. I'm guessing one of those won't be a new map, but I'm not sure what they'll end up being. Maybe just like jack-o'-lanterns again. They did that for last Halloween.
Yeah,
the unscrambling one isn't there. I don't actually know where the source is, like where the sauce people got those scrambled ones was.
結構今はギルドに避難することが先決よ。いろいろトラブルはあったけど、依頼内容はオートの案内。
It could be fake. I've yet to see anything from the developer. From the video I watched about it, and I skimmed it very briefly because it was very clickbaity, and I don't want to give them that much attention. It's on Twitter. There you go. Hat has it. So if it's on Twitter, I'm assuming it came from the official source. Take care, Mel. Thank you for the raid.
ギルドまで戻れば依頼は完了。ほら、ぼやっとしない。
少し休んだ方がいいと思うんだけど、本当に大丈夫？
しつこいわね。
ちくしょ
ー！隠れて。
あれは徹夜で絞ったんだぞ、クソだるきが。ノティシアのやつもなんだよ、ちくしょう。
Yeah, my least favorite ghost-looking one is the child that looks like a penguin.
なことはわかってんだよ。
何かしら。
It just gives both children. It's both a child and a penguin. It's just like double terrifying. But the twins could be creepy. The journal design. The journal's already live. You can play it right now if you update, and the journal's already out. My favorite part about the new journal is instead of just having like the left-right on the 3 evidence, you just have a grid and you can check them. So if you check off, say, freezing temps, it grays out anyone that doesn't have freezing temps, so you can see all the ghosts that remain. And also, you can double-click it, which removes it, like it lines through it. Like, let's say you found the ghost room, but it's clearly not freezing temps. You can double-click it, and they'll put a line through freezing temps so that you know you don't have to look for it, and it also eliminates all ghosts that have freezing temps as one of their requirements. Yes, they made it infinitely easier to use, because before, I just had on my other monitor, I would just have another list. I would just like have a chart. They basically took that and put it in the journal and made it interactable. And also, on the ghost page, you used to have to, like, you know, go to next page and find the ghost. Now there's just one page and it has all the ghosts you can collect, like, oh, what's a Shade, what's a Hantu, what's a Jinn. And then on the other side of the book, you can see what the ghost is, and on the one side, you can keep clicking the other ones. It's so much better. It's a great user experience.
そうなの？
くそったれが
確証はないけど、あの目つきを見なさい。どう見ても仇じゃないわ。
なるほど。
ここまで来て捕まるわけにはいかない。慎重に、そして確実にどこか別のルートを。
I'm sure there'll be a lot of attention on it after the Halloween update.
あの家は確か空き家だったはず。こっちをついてきなさい。
I already have a coworker who's like, yeah, Halloween, we're playing that if it's out. Meanwhile, in game, we're just breaking into some dude's house.
そんな簡単に裏誰も苦労しねえんだっつーの。お前らは下を回れ。俺は上を回る。
よし。
またレイモンドに頼るか。ああ、あいつ確か利休詰めになったんだったな。くっそ、遠いじゃねえか。
The thing I find, how Phasma works for me is basically, when a new thing comes out, I'll play it like once or twice, just to try it out. And after, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 hours, I'm good until the next update. What other competitors have is, one, just different things, new different things, you know, different maps, different interactions, different scenarios. That's why you have like Ghost Hunter Core, where you can also hunt the ghost, and you have Forewarned, which is the one that takes place in an Egyptian tomb. It's got like a different look and feel to it as well. And there's others. I've looked at a bunch of others. I think those are the main ones right now.
数が減らないわね。ギルドに行かなきゃなんないってのに。
Yeah, if they had procedurally generated, that would help a lot. That would be a fairly large
仕方が
undertaking.
ないわ。今夜はここで休みましょう。
あの程度なら突破できるわよ。隙を見て走れば。
無理しちゃダメ。休めるときに休んでおかないと。
もっともらしいことを。
Also, if they did procedurally generated, you could have the two types where they show you the map ahead of time, or you have to discover the map. So then step 1 is basically mapping out the location, and then you can go in and try and find the ghost. Yeah, I think you'd have to be able to limit the size, or it would have to auto do it based on the number of people in your party. Probably letting you select makes more sense, because you could have, you know, a group of 4 that wants to do a small map, or, you know, one person who just wants to prove that they can solo the maximum size on Nightmare while crab walking the whole way with no flashlight.
やはり無理を押してでもギルドに避難しましょう。ここよりも安全なはずよ。あ、こら、勝手に動くな。
Yeah, I wonder if something I've thought of is if they made the number of sanity pills you could bring relative to the map size, so that on larger maps like you know, let's say the quote-unquote medium-sized maps, you could bring 6 or 8, and then on the large maps you could bring 10, I think would help quite a bit to balance that.
休むなら2階よね。
Design a maze map. Yeah?
万が一踏み込まれても逃げやすいわ。
If they were gonna do it, I imagine what they would basically do is take existing rooms and hallways and chunk them together. And they'd probably have to add some new, you know, hallways, you know, straight, elbow, T intersection, 4-way, stuff like that to connect them properly. The moment Vlad's castle's built, it's game
ちょっと
over.
待ちなさいよ。今あんたのための話をしてんだから。
あの黒服の人たちね。だから 隙を伺っていても無駄だと思う。
High school's the worst
せ
map
っかくこ
still.
こまで来たんだし、今夜はゆっくり休んで、また明日頑張りましょう。
何を頑張るの？
え？
あなたまだ何か隠してるでしょ。王都は初めてとか言ってたわね。その割に詳しいじゃない。黒服の動きにも随分と精通してるようだし、本当の目的は何？あの黒服から逃げたいわけじゃなさそうよね。わざわざ王都見物がしたいなんて依頼を出して、一体何を企んでいるのかしら。返答は？
Yeah. High school has the worst design.
依頼は信用が第一。事情を話さない奴の依頼は受けられないわ。本当は遺産の話とか嘘なんじゃないの？逃げ回っていた時から。
Prison?
いえ、
Prison I like better because it's much more clear. Prison to me is an ideal 3-person map. One person takes A block, one person takes B block, they go around the sides, and then when they're done, you meet back in the middle at the cafeteria library, and then the third person goes and does the whole upstairs. And they go through the center area on the right to go upstairs. So they can do that area as well. It's good division that way. Asylum, it's large. It can be divided fairly well, though. Upstairs, left, right. Downstairs, left, right. You're, like, running out of sanity by the time you're finished, but it's easy to divide, and you start right at the door, whereas high school, you have to walk, like, a minute just to get to the front door, and even then, you're starting at one side of it, and it's basically a square.
遺産相続の話は本当よ。私はグランセル城に行きたいの。私が遺産の相続人であるのは本当です。でも正式な手続きがまだ済んでいないの。相続するにはグランセル城の行政区画で書類を提出しないといけないんだけど、あの辺りは黒服の人たちがたくさんいて、警戒が厳しいの。
I find the people upstairs usually take more time, and then you meet back in reception or at the van.
手続きの方法は私の親族もみんな知ってるから。
Also, often by the time you're heading back, so everyone's sanity is low enough that you get hunted anyways, or someone has a ghost event.
私を近づけないように、してるんだと思う。でも少しずつでも進まないと。
That being said, I haven't played Asylum too many times, maybe like 5.
まあいいわ。
And in that time, every time the ghost has been upstairs.
どうして今まで私に黙ってたの？
I've never had a basement ghost in Asylum.
それは。
私に全てを話したら。
Then play Ghost Hunter Core. You can get a gun
正式
and
な手
shoot the
続きを行
ghost.
う前ならいくらでもチャンスはあるものね。隙を見て私が遺産を横取りしてしまうと思った？
Yeah, we'll see when Nightmare mode comes out, because I've solo professionaled every map. I want to see if I can solo Nightmare the maps,
私が
depending on
そ
what
んなろくで
Nightmare
なしに見え
involves.
た？
違います。私はおじい様が死んでしまってから一人で静かに暮らしていました。でも遺言状が公開されてたくさんの人が詰めかけてきた。あなたが言ったように
My guess is that for Nightmare mode, you start with either like 50% or 0 sanity. That's my guess. And no power.
その人たちが私とおじい様の家に住むようになって、
Sanity drops fast is probably in
誰
there.
かに 階段から突き落とされたりとか、
Ghost moves fast, there's
食事
probably
から
in there,
変な
or you
薬の
have
味がしたりとか、
you have less or no
そ
stamina.
のいろいろあって、
Maybe there's a limit on how many items you can bring in.
法律上は親族だし、私はまだ未成年だし。
How do you not fall asleep when adding localization to web apps? Make someone else do it.
初めは話し合いなんかもしたけど、もう誰にも見つからないように街道を歩いて地方のあたりをだけど、このままだと私は行方不明のまま死亡扱い。
Get a CMS and make the client do it.
ううん、
Ideal
た
way.
とえ私が家に戻っても、どこかに監禁されたまま行方不明と申告されてしまう。そして遺言状は無効になり、遺産は親族で山分け。
There's times you have to do it, especially if you're in like government work. A lot of times government work has to be in all official languages of your country.
そんなの
Same with
悔しかっ
medical
た
and
から。
other similar fields. I've worked in ones like that.
だから私はオートに帰ってきた。
Good thing there's 0 official languages.
私は必ず正式な形で
Sure, there's
遺
one
産を
official
相
language,
続します。
American.
そのために信頼できる人に護衛を頼んだの。あなたのこと信用してないわけじゃないわ。
It's not in the Constitution, it's not official.
ただ
Has there not been amendments to the Constitution for official
オート
languages?
見物がしたいというのは嘘です。
I feel like there has to be, at the very least, to say
騙してい
documents
て
must
ご
be
めんなさい。
provided in English.
うん、
どうして初めからそう言わなかったのよ。事情を知ってればこっちだって正式に護衛したし、ギルドの中に隠れていれば一番安全だったのに。
やっぱり怖かったのかな。私はあの日見てしまったから。あの日集まったあの人たちの目を。
So I guess if you don't have an official language, it doesn't mean if the government wants to, they can put out like information solely in Braille, because you don't have to release in any official language.
遺言状が読み上げられた時、たくさんの瞳に一斉に波が走ったの。それは狂気だったり殺意だったり、言葉で形容できないもの。それはすぐに取り繕われて見えなくなってしまうけれど、くぐもったような眼光は決して消えることはないの。それはきっと人が本来持っているものだから。誰でもきっとどこまでも。そんな人間が私は怖かった。遊撃士の人を信用していなかったわけじゃないの。ただその
Change it to British English and just tick off everyone.
怖かったのかな。ごめんなさい。やっぱりくだらないわよね。
I'm always sad when the
こんな依頼。
only English available is US English, not British English.
シェラザードさん、お忙しいのにこんなことに巻き込んじゃって、この依頼はもう。
私はどんな仕事でも手を抜かない主義なのよ。見くびらないで。謝らなければいけないのは強く胸を張っていきたい。 その気持ちは間違っていなかったし、今までも一生懸命やってきたつもりだけど、それでもどこか違ったようだ。私は改めて感じている。強く胸を張っていきたい。だからこの仕事は最後までやり遂げたいと思う。で、グランセル城のどこだっけ？
行政区画よ。期限は今日の正午まで。
正午？今日の？もう時間ないじゃん。そういうことは早く言えよ。
非相続人の死後1月以内。リベールの法律ではそうなってるらしいのよ。
ああ、そうなんだ。私法律とか苦手なのよね。クルツ先輩とか全部暗記してそうだけど。
そうね。
行くわよ。寄り道してる暇はなさそうだいな。分かってるわね。あんな連中絶対突破してやる。
シェラザードさん、あなたに依頼して本当によかったわ。あなたは自分の足でしっかりと生きている人だから。
そんなんじゃないわよ。それとシェラザードさんってあんたが発音すると妙に長ったらしいから。
そう？
ええ、ひどく時間を無駄にしてる気がするのよ。
じゃあシェラザード、改めて依頼します。私をグランセル城まで護衛してください。
引き受けましょう。必ずあんたを連れてってあげるわ。
よろしくお願い。
Okay, so they made up a plan and then they just don't tell me, so I'm just gonna take the shortest path there. I assume I didn't get any equipment. No. What do you mean you're not allowed to be here? Oh my gosh, there's...
来やがったか。
今日が最終日だからな。
おいおい、猫かよ。
いや、ちょっと待て。まだ中に隠れてるのかもしれねえぜ。
It's a second cat.
おい、油断すんなよ。わかってるさ。こいつら。
おっせえんだよ。
Could we have not at least gotten her like a nice stick? So she could actually hit stuff? Dang it, Hero! What? This level's already taken us like an hour and 20 minutes.
だらしがないわね。
くそ。
アイナ、今のうちよ。あらてか。
Why do you have to go and curse the stream again? Thanks, Hero.
そんな。
ようやく現れたようだな。おい、何を手こずっている。クライアントがお待ちだ。さっさと連れてこい。
Ah, so you use your break to come and curse me. I get it.
なめた真似してくれやがって。ただで済むと思うなよ。まずお前は殺す。そっちのお嬢さんはもう少し生きていてもらう。やはりご自分で遺言状を書いていただいた方が
そう簡単に行くかしら。
口先も達者なようだな。
アイナ、まだ走れるわね。
ええ。
こいつらは私がまとめて相手してあげる。行きなさい。
そんなのダメよ。
命乞いは終わったが。
あんたにはやることがある。そして私にもね。お互いやるべきことをやりましょう。大丈夫、死にはしないわ。
何をごちゃごちゃい。
やろう。
行け。
でも
行け。
手こずっているようだな、シェラザード君。
なんだてめえ。
クルツ先輩、どうしてここに。
やれやれ、私はオート支部の所属だよ。至極当然のことと思うが。
そりゃそうですけど。
シェラザード君、
Nutty
やるべきことが見えてきたようだ
cheese? I
ね。
don't know how I feel about that.
しかし自らの命を軽視するような行為は感心しないよ。
はい。
遊撃士として間違った判断ではないが、もう少し周囲を顧
Okay,
み
I
てほ
don't
しいと
like
ころ
it
だ。
because it's $400 a
君
wheel.
は他人の手助けを極端に嫌う傾向がある
And I
が、
assume like all fancy cheese. We're not talking about like a wheel this big. It's, you know, it's like this big. It's like the size of your eye.
私がいるこの状況で今君がすべきことは何かな。
ここお願いします。
承知。
Oh, Kurt gets to wipe the floor with all these guys. Oh, I didn't even get to do it myself.
行くわよ、アイナ。
あいつら半分はこの男を片付けろ。残りは
Half of us?
すまんなクルツ、少し遅れちまったぜ。
いえ、こちらもあらかた片付きましたから。
やれやれ、相変わらず仕事が早いな。にしても
Size of steering wheel.
あの
Okay,
強情
it's
娘
bigger than
が
I
サイ
thought.
ス支部にいた頃はまだまだ勢いだけの晴れっ返りだったのによ。
彼女はもともと遊撃士向きですよ。ただ少し大切なものを見失っていただけのこと。きっかけさえあれば気づくことができる。そして強くもなれるのでしょう。
いいね、若いってのは。
But what is the... Yeah, like, it's apricots, nuts. What is the type of cheese? Is it just cheddar? Ah, cheese curds from the land of poutine.
てめえら
おっせえな、あいつら何やってやがる。
まあまあ、そう焦らなくてもいい。本来わざわざ捕らえるまでもないのだよ。このまま正午の鐘が鳴ってくれさえす。
しかしですね、もしこのまま遺言状が無効になれば遺産は山分けですぜ。俺たちの取り分も減る。それは勘弁でさ。
Wait, cream cheese?
手はいくらでもある。相手は小娘一人だ。
Like, cream cheese is good. I wouldn't put
So,
apricots and nuts in it, though. Barely even a cheese.
どうして。
おやいいな。外危ないと言っているのに一人歩きはいけないよ。
おいおっさん、アイナは一人じゃないわよ。
邪魔だね君。
アイナまで殺す気か。
ああ、惜しい。君、射撃は苦手かな。
すいやせん。
シェラザード、
何？
もういいわ。 時間がないから強行突破しましょう。
了解。
Wait, you guys still have Woolworths in Australia?
さあ
I don't think we've had a Woolworths in Canada since like the 80s.
みんなが待っているよ。
Oh, cool, we get to fight her uncle. I assume your Kohl's is different than our Kohl's. Our Kohl's is a bookstore. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Kohl's in Canada is a bookstore. It's part of the same group as Chapters. I'm pretty sure Chapters is in the US. Okay, what does your thing do? Never heard of it? Okay, maybe it's a Canada-only one.
お仕置きが必要みたいね。
He just buffs them. He gets whipped. Okay, it's Canadian. Yeah, so in Canada then there's like 3 bookstores that are the same parent company, Chapters, Indigo, and Kohl's. What brought this up? Chaos gets his cheese at Woolworths. And then he was talking about Kohl's in Australia as a competitor, apparently, to Woolworths. And I was like, what the heck is your Kohl's? Because in Canada, Kohl's is a bookstore. Okay, I don't think the uncle can actually hurt us. So we're gonna just kill the uncle last. If you're saying plain chocolate, you have to give the brand. Oh, if I'd known that, I would have killed the uncle first. Dang it, I didn't get to kill the uncle. Favorite chocolate and why?
なんということ
Growing up, I would have said caramel. I think my answer to this is going to be Kit Kat. I like the chocolate, I like the crunch, but most importantly, I like all the dumb flavors it comes out with. There's some really strange and wonderful Kit Kat flavors.
せっかく高いミラを払って雇ったというのにこれでは契約違反だ。
見苦しいわね。一発きついのをお見舞いしてあげましょうか。
Oh, we still get to take out the uncle.
なんだね君は。そのような粗暴な。育ちが知れるというものだよ。
おじさま。
I've never had a Milky Way.
土地や財産が欲しいわけではあ
Don't
り
worry,
ません。
Samus. We'll make sure they're not found. Oh, Toblerone is good as well.
そんなものが欲しくてこだわっていたわけじゃないんです。でもあなたのような人には1ミラたりとも差し上げるわけにはいきません。ごめんなさい。
うわ、痛そう。前から思ってたんだけど、あんた本当にお嬢様？
Okay, thank you for stopping in and cursing our stream, Hero.
ひどいわね。シェラザードこそ 時々言葉遣いが壊れてるわよ。
お前たちここで何をしている？
It took the guard this long?
一体何があったんだ？そこのお前
Switzerland does have a
武
lot
器
of
を捨てろ。
chocolate. It could be Swiss.
遊撃士協会のものよ。
何？遊撃士だ。
Yeah, show her our badge.
確かに。だが遊撃士風情がこんなところで何をやっている？陛下がお認めになっているとはいえ、王女の前
Lint
で
is
この
nice
よう
and
な騒ぎ
milky.
は。
この連中は王都において犯罪行為を重ねている可能性がある。王都の治安と民間人の安全のため、つい今しがた眠らせたところよ。こいつらの身柄の拘束
I'm not a
を
fan of truffles.
お願いできるかしら。
仕方がない。本来ならお前たちもしょっぴくところだが。おい！はっ！おい遊撃士、今回だけは見逃してやろう。だがこれだけは覚えておけ。今後余計な真似をすれば遊撃士だろうと容赦せんからな。
ああ、じゃあさ、まだ町中に残党が残ってるから、そっちの後始末もお願いできる？先輩たちのことだからもう終わってるかもしれないけど。
2名続け。はい。
はあ、やっぱ軍人は苦手だわ。
遊撃士の紋章ってなかなか威力があるのね。ちょっとかっこいいな。
私もこんな風に使ったのは初めてよ。それよりもう時間がないわ。アイナ、走るわよ。
はあ、ようやくたどり着いたわね。
ダッシュで私と互角とはなかなかやるじゃない。ほら、さっさと手続き済ませちゃいなさい
Oh
よ。
yes,
ここで
paperwork
見
the
ててあげ
stream
る
is
わ。
what everyone wanted to see.
ちょっと待っててね。
Oh yeah,
よかったね。
sign paperwork.
アイナ、おめでとう。
シェラザード、立ち会い人が一人必要みたいなんだけど。
え？
あなたに頼めるかしら。
Oh, Ferrero Rocher also good.
ええ、私でよければ。
あなたに頼みたいの。
そのくらいお安いご用よ。まさかこの私が誰かの立ち会い人になれるとは。一人前に遊撃士を名乗れるなんて、こんなに誇らしくあれるなんて。アイナー・
You
ホー
think
ルデン、
Casper's chocolate?
サウル・ジョン・ホールデンの遺言に基づき、その遺産を相続する。
ありがとう、シェラザード。
終わった。これで依頼完了。
いいえ、もう一つ。応募用紙をいただけますか？女王陛下の福祉基金に寄付をしたいのですが。
And so the drinking begins.
でもさ、あんた生活費とかもかかるんだからさ。
そうね。普通はこんなことしないわよね。でもこれは初めから決めていたことだから、私の欲しかったものはそんなものじゃなかったから。シェラザードも声優劇士昇格おめでとう。
Okay, the next time we see Chaos, we're having the worst potluck of all
私
time.
には準遊撃士とどう違うのかわからないんだけど。
ま、権限と責任が一緒に増えるってことかしらね。私が欲しかったのも声優撃士のエンブレムじゃないし。
あら、そうなの？
まあね。
安心したよ。
Yeah, anything like
遊撃士の
Bootstrap
心得が分か
or
ってきたようだな、シェラザード君。
any, I guess, more like WYSIWYG kind of editors, they have their purpose. Sadly, clients rarely want to use it for that purpose, is my experience.
クルツ先輩。いや、このお酒はですね、ほら、なんと言いますか。
A WYSIWYG?
祝い酒ということで、今晩だけは多めに見よう。
Or Purge.
ただし、仕事に差し支えない程度にしておきなさい。
Chaos likes pork cutlets over beef cutlets. I agree with pork over beef cutlets.
はーい。
Pork it's nicer in a cutlet.
なんで
Was
すか
that a Yada Purge or Yada WYSIWYG?
シェラザード君、君ももう声優劇士なのだから、今までのように日中仕事の合間に飲んだり、夜中に抜け出して飲んだり、天津さえ私が忙しい隙をついて飲んで騒いだりしないように。
シェラザードったら、そんなことをしていたの？まるっきり悪い子じゃない。
Okay, can someone in chat tell me? Ribs. You can have like the back ribs or the side ribs. Which do you prefer? I personally have never found much of a difference in taste.
言うな言うな。
Thank you, Modern Mutiny.
慎みなさい。
はい。
それと、もう私に警鐘はいらないよ。同じ声優劇士同士だ。同僚として接してほしい。
Whichever gives you the most meat.
私もま
I
だ
believe that's back.
新人の身だからね。
そうなんです
そう
か？
見えない。
本題に入ろう。アイナ君、君の叔父上のことだが、遊撃士協会の方から減刑を嘆願することはできるよ。両兵団の雇用はかなり重い罪となるが、
両兵団？
あの黒服の人たちがですか？
ああ、リベール国内で
Yeah,
確認された
CSS
両兵
frameworks.
団の一つだ。
Any of those kind of frameworks are pretty bloated.
最近ではリベールにも大小さまざまな両兵団が入り
Internally,
込
we
み、
just try and use
その雇用
SAS as
運
much
用
as
が
we
行われてい
can,
る。
and try to not use like WYSIWYG editors. They're just a pain.
もちろん違法なのだが、軍部も腰が重いようだな。この機会に一掃しておいたから、当分見かけることはないと思うが。
一掃って。そうか。あの時タイミングよく現れたのは偶然じゃなくて、王国中の両兵団を調べた上で一掃作戦を実行していたのか。近頃特に忙しそうにしてると思ったら。
入国した両兵団が富裕層をターゲットに契約を結び、民間人を巻き込む。
Yeah. Yeah, clients like having stuff up as quickly as
最近
possible.
各地
And
で
every
頻発して
client's
いる
gonna
ケース
have
だ
their
よ。
own likes. We've had a bunch of ones that love material design. I personally think material design looks ugly. But we'll have people that ask for it by name.
今回も声をかけたのは両兵団の方からだったようだ。事情は事情だが、君の叔父上も被害者の一人と呼べるかもしれない。
Yeah, if given the choice, we just use SAS.
先輩。
We've just found that if you
それってどういう
add
意
in
味ですか？
third-party libraries, at some point the client's going to ask for something that's really hard to do in it. That's just not how it's designed to be done.
クルツ先輩。あの親父も被害者の一人だから罪にならないって言うんですか？アイナにそれを認めろって言うんで、あいつアイナを殺そうとしたんですよ。
シェラ君、先輩はいらない。それと声を落としなさい。 罪にならないわけではない。アイナ君が望むなら減刑を嘆願することも可能だという話だよ。
なんだ。
答えは急がない。取り調べには1週間ほどかかるそうだからね。君は何か責任を背負っているわけでもないし、深刻に考える必要もない。ただ、許すという選択肢があるということを心の隅に留めておいてくれ。
はい。
それと、今後は何か困ったことがあったら、迷わず遊撃士協会に相談してほしい。我々は決して万能ではないが、何らかの力になれることと思う。
わかりました。ごめんなさい。きちんとお話をしないで。
いや、君の置かれていた状況を見れば当然のことだよ。それに、一人前の遊撃士たるもの、大まかな依頼内容くらいは顔を見ればわかるものだ。決して困っている人間を無下に追い返したりはしない。
まだまだ修行が足りないってことね。
精進怠らぬことだな。では、私はこれで失礼する。
ちょっと、一杯くらい付き合ってってくださいよ。
いや、まだ受付の業務が残っているのでね。シェラ君、くれぐれも飲みすぎないように。
I assume he means Bootstrap as a VS Code extension.
真面目人間。あ、そうだ。
Oh, Tailwind.
アイナっ
There we
て
go.
お酒いける？ちょっと付き合ってもらおうかな。
いいわよ。
I would assume it would.
本当にいいの？
シェラザードにはずいぶんお世話になっちゃったし、少しだけなら。
それじゃあ今夜はとことん飲みましょうか。お上品なアイナが酔いつぶれたらどんな顔すんのかな。楽しみ。それじゃ乾杯。暖かい金髪に白い肌、紺の瞳。私はあの向こう側の町で見かけたことがある。着飾った子供たち、祝福された子供たち、幸せな子供たちは天使のように笑うのだ。どうして私はあちら側にいないのだろう。ずっとそんな疑問を抱いて生きてきた。憎しみの混じった羨望を持って、焦がれつつも拒絶するその心を持って、私はその唯一の答えを知っていたはずなのに、生きるためにくだらない防衛線を張ってあれほど自分に絶望していたというのに、ずっとずっと心のどこかで信じ続けていた。いつか心から笑える日が来る。いつかこんな自分でも許される日が来るのだと。翌日、アイナは遊撃士協会を訪れ、叔父の減刑の嘆願書を書いたという。彼女に酔いつぶされた私は立ち会うことができなかったけれども。
Okay, we finished that one. Geez, that took, what, like an hour 45? I don't think we're doing another moon door, but we can probably do some of the star doors. Or Chaos will make me stretch, and we can do that as well. Oh. That was not what I expected from Shera's story. That focused, honestly, probably more on Aina and her backstory than on Shera. I was kind of hoping it would be the story of why Shera ends up cutting her hair to start this. Or maybe more around what she was doing when she meets Estelle before the start of the first game. which would have been about 10 years prior, about 5 years prior to what that that scene was. Ugh. We've used Tailwind on some projects. I just haven't been in any of those projects to really say how I feel about it. But Samus is, we all know how you feel about JS. Oh, alright. There was your stretch. Take how you feel about JS and multiply it by 10,000. That's how you feel about Node. Really? You feel worse about Node than about JavaScript? Why is that? Yeah, fair. You're using it for the compilation. What was I looking for? Star Doors, that's what I wanted to look at. Okay. We've probably done 100 battles. Let's do that one. I'm probably overpowered for it, so this team's probably fine. But actually, let's save after that hour 45-minute one. Oh, I fought 100 people. Oh, yeah, there we go. We can go inside this door.
ノーザンブリア旧大公国における潮の杭による被害状況。
Yeah, we use Node.js for most of our API work. Our typical stack is MySQL, Express, Node, TypeScript, React, running on AWS via Terraform.
並びに杭についての
That
研
being
究
said,
報告。
I've been on a bunch of client projects that are all Ruby on Rails for the past 8 months.
アルテリア報告。風声省。
I personally don't mind Express Node, at least working in it, getting it hooked up, whatever. But we have base projects for that now.
母なる女神の身元にある意図尊敬すべき主婦。機密、数密内覧に限り本書の閲覧を許可す。ただし一部秘匿事項については文字を止せるものなり。杭出現の事件経過。七曜暦1178年7月1日午前5時45分。
Oh, I hate PHP.
ゼムリア大陸北部ノーザンブリア旧大公国。現在は自治州。ハリアスク大聖堂より緊急の知らせあり。旧皇都ハリアスク近郊に雲をつくがごとき白き巨柱が出現との内容。報告者であるアレクセイ司教は委託同様の体。審問会の救命を受け隣国にて別の任務に当たっていた聖杯騎士2名第8位法天使士と重騎士1名に同地への派遣が言い渡される。聖杯騎士は 当時運用が開始されたばかりであった特殊作戦艇メルカバ8号機を借り、現当日午前6時22分各手確認されたのが
Is this whole thing just gonna be a letter?
現在潮の杭として知られている物体である。杭と名付けられてはいるが、発見当初の全高は数百アージュを超え、大地からそそり立つ巨塔とでも言うべきようであった。当時の状況を聖杯騎士は以下のように報告している。コートハリアスク方面よりあられ混じりの猛烈な向かい風、やがてそれが氷でなく潮のかけらであることに気づく。物体の表面はすでに潮に覆われて見えず、周囲の大気は潮の微粉と化して沈降を続け、その様はあたかも桃源にしんしんと降る雪のごとし。塩化と呼ぶべきその現象の進行速度は凄まじく、被害は瞬く間に拡大し。
That's correct. That being said, I've worked with PHP that literally makes the web page, passes it to the front end, and all the front end does is say, render all the things that were passed to me.
聖杯騎士の到着した頃には
the
旧
worst-
コート全域が潮と化し
The worst use of
逃げ
PHP
遅
I've
れ
ever
た市民
seen.
多数、死去も含まれるの犠牲が確認された。湿原から一昼夜、旧コート北部に広がる広大な針葉樹林帯が結晶化して崩壊、橋梁が落ち、主要な街道のすべてが通行不能となる。当時の元首バルムント大公はこの時すでに隣国へ避難していた。出現から2日、国土の約半分が潮の海と化す。グレーブ川に遮られた南部地域へ住民の大多数が避難。出現から3日未明、ようやく塩化の進行が停止する。聖杯騎士旧コートハリアスクの調査のため前進を開始。同日午後、それは発見当初とは変わり果てた姿で見出された。塩化現象の中心地にて見つかった杭は全高わずか 2.5 アージュ余り。表面には何かにえぐられたような条痕が確認された。塩化現象の進行に伴って杭本体の質量が減少していったと推測される。大地を潮溶かす圧倒的な力は失われたとはいえ、杭本体には未だ塩化の能力が残っており、たとえわずかでも直に接触さえ持てば、どんな対象をも瞬時のうちに潮の結晶へと変えてしまう脅威を秘めていた。そこで聖杯騎士は本山より届けられた聖具グレイプニールの力を用い、非接触にてこれを回収。
Yeah, the one I was working on, it was a mobile project where the business logic was done on PHP and then the front end was in React Native.
以後今日に至るまで潮の杭は本山奥深く
But the
厳重
React
に
Native
封
was
印され
very
ることとなった。
underused because, like I said, they were basically just having it just say like render everything that was passed to me, and all of the like actual like HTML templating was all done on the PHP side. It was very
各手
weird.
回収は無事に行われたが、杭が当国にもたらした被害は甚大なものだった。近隣諸国への被害は皆無であったものの、結果諸外国からの旅行者などを含め総人口の実に3分の1にも上る数の命が犠牲となった。突如として降りかかった厄災は人心にただならぬ不安と恐怖を与え、
It was, and they were strange clients.
信仰上の観点からも必要協会による事
A
務処
lot
理
of
が急務とさ
the
れた。
stuff that we get is either we do it from scratch, in which case we have standard stack, like the stack we used is basically our standard stack. And then if we're doing mobile, depending on the project, we either write it directly in native or in React Native.
そこで審問会は
Yeah,
直ちに
I've
統
never
治の
heard
救済
like
として各種人員の
I've
派
done
遣を
React
決
Native
定
on
し
other stuff, and it's always been Node.js backend.
現地における礼拝堂の立て直しと心身に負担を抱えた国民の手当てに注力、合わせて身寄りを失い孤児となった子供らについては
But
福
lately, I've
音
just
施
been
設
working
にて
in
身を扱い
React Native. We've
そ
had
の
a
将
few
来に至
projects
るまでを
where
見届けることとした。
there's old code and they need someone to like take over because like people are leaving or being fired or whatever. And for whatever reason, they all seem to be in Ruby on Rails.
なお、一面を塩と化した北部の地域は事件以降、教会の厳正なる管理下に置き、一般人の立ち入りを一切禁止し
I
てい
mean,
る。
if you don't like JavaScript, Samus, it may have not been the place for you.
吹
That
き
guy has no eyeballs. That's terrifying. Oh, you can't see him. He's under my face. That guy there has like no eyeballs. That's terrifying.
しばしの後、当国の元首であっ
Yeah,
たバルーンと元
like
大公
regardless of your
は
feelings
国
on
政
it,
の立て直しを図
JavaScript
るが、
makes up probably like at least half of code out there. So
近接の事態にあって自らの身の身を案じた元首にもはや権威はなく、翌年には民衆による武装蜂起が起こり、
or there's a lot of ones that are
Mozambique
very similar to it, like
Taiko
Liquid, which is Shopify's language, is very heavily inspired by JavaScript.
後に選挙によってその代表を選出する民主議会が発足し、以降大公国は自治州として生まれ変わるこ
Don't
とと
speak
なる。
about Liquid.
またその際、旧軍部は自警団として再編することになるが、貧窮の自治州にあってその大半の者が早急なる外貨の調達を考え、結果北の両兵と称される大規模な傭兵部隊が誕生することとなる。こうして事件は世俗的には結末を迎えたが、競技的な問題も含めいくつかの重大な謎が残された。そもそも杭はどこから現れたのか。数百アージュを超える巨大物体が都市の近郊に出現したにもかかわらず、空間転移に類する現象によって旧コート近郊に出現したと考えるのが有力であるが、あくまで類推の域を出ていない。さらに重大なのが杭の競技場の位置づけである。塩の杭は古代遺物とは一線を画する存在であり、より本源的な、そう考えざるを得ないのが現状での我々の知識の限界である。杭を七四方の一つと対比する説もあるが、聖典あるいは伝承との類似は特に発見されていない。これらの難問にいつの日か回答すべく、風星省管内では現在も杭の研究が続けられており、その中からは杭を女神からの恩恵と捉え、むしろ教会の使命に用立てる方法すら考案されている。
Oh, cool. We're gonna make missiles out of it.
杭の破片を高圧水流で加工した製具、塩の結晶で作られた筒を装着して用いることで直接触れることなく杭を目標に投射できる。攻撃対象が人間であれば数秒で全身が結晶化して死に至り、いかなる手段を講じても
Yeah.
その蘇生は不可能である。
Like it really depends on what you're getting into. I've seen a lot for JavaScript. It's probably main one. I've seen a lot for C#.net. For that's more like older corporate ones where they want like Windows applications. And then Python for anyone who's doing like more machine learning, artificial intelligence. Those are probably the main three. Despite the fact that I've been working in Ruby on
杭の
Rails, it
正
seems
体
like
が
a
解
dying
明されてい
language
ない
from what
現
I've
状で
seen.
は軽々しく用いるべきでないことは確かであり、人道的な観点からも問題は指摘されているが、しかし 確実に抹消すべき対象が存在する場合には極めて有効な制御であることをご記憶願いたい。研究は今後も継続して行われ
Oh,
る予
this
定
one's
であ
signed by
る。
Kevin Graham in the bottom right.
本制具に関する追記。年月非公然活動に限り本制具の使用が開始される。年月抹殺に対し審問会より使用の命下る。
I think that's supposed to be like years. Like dates
年
on the left-hand
Nuts.
side.
抹殺にて使用。ボウガンより投射。
Considering it was signed by Kevin Graham, I'm guessing he was the one who executed someone with it.
結果は極めて良好。周辺への被害は皆無のまま。
Yeah, and the other thing you have to consider is what are schools pumping out right now? And schools, at least near me, seem to be pumping out JavaScript and Python as their two main languages, which probably is both driven by the market, but then also affects the market if, like, C# doesn't seem to be one that's taught in schools nearly as much. So probably in, like, 10, 20 years, my guess is that there'll be less C# openings as well, because that's not what people are teaching right now.
対象を完全に抹消することに成功した。中期抹消
When I was
者
at university,
に関して
they didn't just teach us one
使
thing.
用
So
の
we
類事件の
had
被災孤児。
Java, JavaScript, what else did we did? Arduino, we did Arduino stuff. Processing, which is a JavaScript-based interactive one. Max MSP with Jitter, which is another live interaction one. C, C++, OpenGL.
以下略歴。七曜歴1180年。
Yes,
七曜教会に
Arduino is
入
not
信。
real. C++, but I did use C++ for OpenGL.
七曜歴1185年。風星省に入省。政務官に就任。
Yeah, it was a whole course on direct OpenGL programming using C++ as the framework to just like start, stop, anything like that.
七曜歴1190年。七曜歴1195年。下法と認定。破門。
Okay, that was the salt pile. That was weird. Okay. What other star doors can we do? We did that one. We did that one. We'd probably do that one. Okay, who would be... Okay, let's head back to base. Let's see if we can get people for these other doors. Okay, Fists, I'm guessing is you. Girl who trusts her feelings to the blade. Let's guess Annalise for that. Okay, so then let's go to Star Door 4. Let's save after the weird salt pile incident.
汝、剣をもって己を語る者。
Okay, it was you.
こ ここに記憶のかけらと祝福を与えん。
そうですか。もうカルバードに帰ってしまわれるのですね。
ああ、向こうの仲間に仕事を任せきりだからな。ま、これも永久遊撃士としての社会的責任というやつだ。
なるほど。できれば残っていただきたいところですが、そう言われては仕方ありません。それでご帰国はいつです？
こうなると早いに越したことはないからな。できれば明日にでも立とうと思っているんだが、共和国行きのチケット1枚手配してもらえるかい？
それは
All the
一
ones in
向
my
に構いません
program
が。
were Mac. With the exception, there was like a specific computer lab
キリ
that
カ
was
さんには
Windows.
挨拶されていかないんですか？
Oh, I guess two or three computer labs that were Windows.
いや、俺もそのつもりだったんだが、実は当の
So it
本
really
人に
depended
釘を
what you
刺
were
されちまっ
doing.
てな。
If you were doing more, I guess, traditional comp sci, then it was Windows all the way.
そんな暇があるなら早く共和国に
if you were
帰れ
doing
だとさ。
less traditional, which is what I did, it was all Mac.
そうでしたか。それは是非もありませんでしたね。
まあいいとするさ。別にこれっきりというわけでもないしな。
まあそれもそうですね。それにどうやらお二人には切っても切り離せないご縁がある
Yeah,
よう
mine
で
was
す
like
し。
half comp sci, half graphic design.
ただの腐れ縁とも言うがな。
So there's a lot more like interactive coding projects.
さてと、名残惜しいですが、そうも言って
There
られ
would
ま
be
せん
more
ね。
of like an exhibition piece that people could interact with than like a standalone like application.
それでは早速チケットを手配しましょうか。おや、通信のようです。
And that did have its fun stuff. I was one of the
こちら遊
beta
撃士協会
developers
グラン
for
セル
the
支部。
Connect for Windows.
はいはいちょうど来ていらっしゃいますが、ジンさん。
Which I haven't really heard anyone using, so I guess it didn't turn out super well.
どうしたんだ？
共和国大使館のエルザ大使からご連絡です。何でもジンさんを温泉旅行に誘いたいとか。
はあ
2 days later.
エルモ村か。久しぶりに訪れたが、やはり風情のある場所だな。
そうね。
See, my degree helps me when people like ask about my background and like, oh, you know, I've been in computer science, like I've been a software developer for 6.5 years, and then they're like, oh, what's your background in? Fine arts, because my degree is a fine arts
ここ
degree.
は私たちの故郷にも似ているから。
はあ、しかし本当に焦ったぜ。話を聞いたときは、よもやエルザ大使と二人きりの旅行かと思ったからな。
The degree gets you is it. A lot of places just won't even like interview you for like a coding interview if you don't have some kind of computer degree. So it's basically just to get your foot in the door.
残念そうね。なんなら私はここで引き返してもいいんだけど。
But it doesn't even need to be a full degree. You can take one of those
差
like
し物俺も大使は対象外だ。
5-6 month coding boot camps, and a lot of places will accept that as like a degree, quote unquote, with computers.
第一、大使はお前にこそ用があるって話なんだろ。
この程度の冗談で動揺するなんて相変わらずね。少しは気の利いた返し方ができないのかしら。
You've been at university? Why?
まったく相変わらず容赦がないな。リベールの遊撃士連中もよくついてこられてるもんだぜ。
まあこんな態度はあなたにしかしてないからって言われたら嬉しい？
嬉しくない。
Hello,
Ah,
Xavier. How's it
お二人さん。
going? So,
お待ちして
I
たわよ。
love that question. In university, I had an interview for a consulting firm before I'd graduated. And that was one of the questions they asked was, where do you see yourself in our company in 5 years? And I knew going into that interview that it was just more of like the peace of mind of having a job before I graduated, so I could just focus on exams and capstone and everything like that. And that I wouldn't be staying there too long because I didn't really care about it. But at least it would like get me experience and like have that peace of mind. So when they asked me that question, where do you see yourself in the company in 5 years? My response was honestly, I don't think I'll be staying with you for 5 years. And they gave me the job anyways, and I was correct. I stayed with them only about 14 months.
どうも、大志さん。
お招きいただいて恐縮です。
あら、
So
ジンさん。
whatever they were hoping to gain from that question, I don't know.
落ち着かない様子だけど、何かあったのかしら。
大志さんの気のせいでは？
I just passed 5 years with my current job, and I'm quite happy with it. It's at a small like tech startup where when I started, I think we were maybe like 6 people on staff and like 2 people on contract for there was a large
落ち
project.
着けるわけがないもの
And
ね。
now we're like 14 people.
おい、キリカ。
But like sure, startups you'll have times with long hours, you'll have times you're working till like midnight, 1 a.m. Fine. But I love the freedom
そうね。
in a lot of it. Like there's days where it's like, oh, you know, I want to go for a bike ride or something. I don't have a meeting for the next 2 hours. I can take it off and then work in the evening if I want to.
私ももう少し若かったら、ジンさんのこ
Or
とを
like
放
I
ってお
can
かないんだ
take
けど。
a day off to go like do something, see family or whatever, and then just pick it up another day. As well as just the difference in projects, like the different horizontal. Like in the past
冗談
5
はさ
years,
てお
I've
き。
worked for
ま
a
ずは
law
夕食にしましょう
firm,
か。
a doctor, finance, sexual assault reporting for the police, dentists' offices.
今夜は魔王おかみ自ら包丁を振るってくださるそうよ。
So just being able to, like, every, I would say, 6, 8 months, have, like, a completely new area for your project is so nice.
堅苦しい話については、食後の一服ついでということで。
ああ、その考えには賛成だ。
では、行きましょう。
Why does everyone want to drink today?
要するに、共和国に新たな情報機関が
Yeah,
できる
we
わけ
actually
です
just
か。
hired an intermediate DevOps person, and we're also hiring. Mainly, we're looking for QA. We had a dedicated. They were like half-time QA, half-time project manager. He left 2 days after starting.
ええ。大統領の主導
But
で
yeah, we
間
had
もな
like a
く設立
half-time
される
QA,
予定
half-time
よ。
PM, and she was a great QA, and basically it got to the point where companies were just like, "Hey, can we just like book her full time for like the next 4 or 5 months?" And
通称
she ended up going to a
ロックスミス機関。
firm in New York, so she moved to New York for like a year.
その名の
And
通り、
ended
ロ
up
ックスミス
loving
大
New
統領
York
の
so
直
much that she
属に置
wanted
か
to
れることと
stay
なる
after her
わ。
contract ran out. So she ended up just staying in New York.
ほう、
But she was
大統領。
great. Joined her intraday, met us all, called in sick, and then resigned.
なるほ
So,
ど。
speaking of being like calling in sick on like your first day.
つまり、
So
組
on my
織
first
運
day
用
with
が
this
議
job,
会に
I
左
get
右され
in,
ないわけ
and
ですね。
I like to be early. Like I was mentioning that we have like flexible time. I'm up at like 7 a.m. Not because I need to be, because that's when I like starting work, and then I stop around 3 o'clock.
その通り。
When I don't have like meetings or
話が早
deadlines
く
or
て助
anything.
かるわ。
So I was there at, I don't know, like maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock on my first day, waiting for my boss to come in, you know, like get me set up, get me my laptop, like all that kind of stuff. And he doesn't show up. We have our stand up at about 10 o'clock, and the project manager like comes and like, hey, I just got a call from our boss. He has to get his appendix removed, so he's in ER right now. So the first week I was there, I never saw our boss because he was in ER, and then like the next Monday, he video chats us from like his bed in the hospital, and we're like, dude, if you're still in the hospital, like just don't worry about it.
一部の特権者たちによる悪質かつ不透明な組織運用。そんな問題を抱える議会から権限を切り離したことが本組織の一番のポイントね。
それは興味深い話ですな。確かにエレボニアの軍情報局やリベールの旧情報部に比べても
本共和国は何につけても統制のなさがネックだから。
ま、そこは移民を受け入れてきた国の差がとも言うべきかもしれませんな。しかし何より驚いたのはあの大統領が積極的に働きかけているってことですか。これまでの政策を見る限りてっきり保守派とばかり思っていたんですが。
まあそれは現在置かれている共和国の情勢を考えるとうなずけるかもしれないわね。拡大を続けるエレボニア帝国、それに国内に潜伏する過激派絡みのテロリスト集団、挙句の果てに結社などという得体の知れない勢力まで現れた。もはやこうした情勢にただ指を加えてみてるだけにはいかないでしょうから。
Yeah, I hear that. We have a coworker who, I think if he could, he would start work after lunch and then work until like 9 in the evening. With maybe like, actually he might even take like an hour-long break to go get dinner and then work until 10.
何にせよ、これからの時代はより柔軟な対応が常に求められることは疑いないわ。
I like having my stand-ups like halfway through my day. Because that way I can try something for like the first half. If I'm like at a wall on something, I can bring it up, and then I have like half a day to like work through it. Sadly, the company I'm working with right now is out in Vancouver, out of the West Coast, so like their stand-up's at like 1:30. So it's basically like almost an end of the day stand-up for me, which is it's fine. But if I want to like get in contact with someone, I have to wait until noon.
それで用意したポストは？
さすがと言うべきかしら。大統領の直属にして国内外の情報収集と分析を一手に引き受ける情報機関。あなたにはぜひともその一員となって共和国のために働いてほしいの。それにあたってあなたには室長クラスのポストが用意されることになっている。これは大統領閣下自らのご意向よ。
President Rocksmith is an awesome name.
そういう話か。
Yeah, UK is just one time zone. We have this problem both because Canada's so big, but also you'll have a lot of people who their clients are in the US. So when I was working with the dentist company, we would install like an app on all these dentist computers, and for whatever reason, just everyone seemed to be in California, so they were all 3 hours behind me. And they all wanted to do it after hours, so they all wanted to do it as late in the day as possible. So I'd regularly have ones that would be like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening.
キリカさんのことは個人的に頼まれちゃったのよ。
なるほど。
Yeah, we had a coworker who moved to New Zealand for a year. And left kind of just as COVID was picking up. But he was like literally 12, not quite 12. I think he was a bit closer, like 11-hour difference. So he would be on our scrum, and then he'd be like, okay, I'm going to bed now, bye.
もちろん、タイト流の奥義開伝としての腕前も理由の一つではあるけど、それ以上に欲しいのは、あなたがギルドの受付として示した
卓越すべき情報処理と分析能力よ。それは新たな機関において何よりも必要とされる才能だわ。
We had a client who literally moved to Australia during COVID, and we asked him, like, how did you do that? He's like, oh, I just have connections. And we're like, geez, what kind of connections did you have to get into Australia at the start of COVID?
現役の遊撃士を目の前にしてギルドの人員を引き抜きとはね。なかなかどうにいったことをしてくれるじゃないですか。
あなたほどの人なら立場にとらわれることなく仲立ちをしてくれると思ってね。で、どうかしら、キリカさん。あなたの率直な感想が聞きたいのだけど。
そうですね。今日ですが、やはり受ける理由はないかと。
でも、受けない理由もない。そうじゃなくて？
それは。
Yeah, I don't know how he did it. And it wasn't just him. He moved his entire family from the US to Australia literally that like first spring when COVID had just hit.
さすがのあなたも少し戸惑ってるみたいね。まあ、じっくり一晩考えてもらえるかしら。そのためにこの旅館を取ったんだから。返事は明日聞かせてもらうわ。最良の決断を期待してるわよ。
ええ。
そうそう。最後にこれだけは言っておくわね。あなたのその才能はとてもギルドの受付に収まるものじゃないわよ。
It must be nice to have closed borders. Hey, Canada's in the position where we have allowed the US to come into Canada, and the US is like, nah, Canada can't come in yet. So Americans can move through Canada and back to the US, but Canadians can't go into the US yet.
それじゃ、また明日ね。
And of course, all the Americans want to come to Canada because we legalized marijuana like right before COVID.
早いわね。もう上がったの？
おいおい、これが早いって？たっぷり1時間は使ってたと思うんだがな。
そう。
なんだよ、珍しく考え込んでるみたいだな。
ええ。あと一押しがなくてね。
そうか。
Yeah, Canada's more or
龍が
less
先生が亡くなって
open
もう
because we did the
6
same
年
thing like provinces you weren't allowed to travel between without specific
随分
reasons.
旅をしたらし
You
い
weren't
な。
allowed to go to the US. There were some countries you could go to. It was just always if you went there, there's no guarantee you can come back.
ええ。あちこちね。
But for the most part now, I don't know the exact numbers. Canada, I think as a whole is over 80% vaccinated. It's something like that.
でも旅だなんてそんな格好のいいものじゃない。ただ大陸中を流れてその片隅に引っかかっただけ。川を行く落ち葉がいいとこよ。
Protests are probably worse than you would think for Canada.
それで
There are like
前に言
weekly
ってた答えとや
protests.
らは見つかったのか。
I'm not going to mention any like political affiliations, but there's weekly protests at a bunch of like city halls by certain groups of people. You know, anti-mask, anti-lockdown, anti-vaccine.
答えなんてものは
Conspiracy kind of things. You know, the government's lying to you. It's a hoax. All of those kinds of things.
そうね。
Definitely, I guess, more peaceful than some of the stuff I've seen coming out of the States, but there's protests probably several a week.
結論のような
if
も
not
の
more.
は見出せたのかもしれない。
結論。
ねえジン、どうして私が 直接戦うことのないギルドの受付になったと思う。
And for the most part, the more urban centers typically have done better. Vancouver, Toronto have done fairly well. Montreal had a bit of issues. They sent kids back to school too early, I think. It's when you get into more of like Canada's version of the Midwest that there have been a lot more issues. Places opening up too early, not like removing mask mandates, stuff like that. And now they're going back into states of emergency because they had no mandates.
あなたたちがアホというのは確かに否定はしないけど。
That being said, overall, I think we've done better than the US in terms of, while there may be protests, we're still meeting like vaccination targets. Our target for reopening, I think, was 75% fully vaccinated and 80% having at least one of the doses. And we're over 80%. I think we might even be at like 85% nationwide at this point.
確かめたかったの。戦いを通して互いを高め合うというその理念を。
Which is pretty good, especially considering Canada right at the start of COVID got shafted by Pfizer and Moderna. Because Canada is geographically large and population-wise small, which makes it a nightmare for logistical purposes.
でも、そもそも戦いが前提なのはどうかと思ってしまった。
Whereas you could send like the same amount of doses to another country in Europe or somewhere that's smaller and more dense, and it be done quicker and much more efficiently than in Canada. So it was probably like the first 3 or 4 months, Pfizer and Moderna kept basically telling Canada, "Oh, the stuff we promised you, it's not coming."
武人として生を全うすることの意義はわかる。その上で死が訪れても後悔がないのも理解できる。その考え方自体は私だって今も変わらないわ。でも父が亡くなってバルターがいなくなった時にふと思ったのよ。
So, I can give some stories. So I have some friends from high school. One of them like literally works in a hospital, or did. She's moved on, but literally worked in a hospital and was told that the hospital wouldn't give her her first vaccine until it was about 8 months after the first vaccines came in to Canada. But she was able to go out and get one as a normal citizen about 6 months faster.
その答えを求めて大陸中を巡り歩いたわ。そして旅の途中でいくつもの争いや暴力を見ては自分の無力さを痛感した。そんな時に駆け込んだのがこのリベールのギルドだった。どんな時も民間人の安全を第一に行動するという組織理念。
All healthcare workers have to be fully vaccinated. I think it depends on the location. I think it's like November 1st is the deadline, but internally businesses can do it sooner. There's a lot of places right now that had deadlines for like last week or this week, and a bunch of people are effectively being laid off until they get their vaccines.
だけど結局は戦いから逃れることができなかった。
人が人である以上、どこまでも闘争はつきまとう。なら、その戦いを通してどう争いを収めるか。その現実を見据えた上で理想を歌う。それが先生の言葉だったな。
ええ。
Yeah, so this was a law targeting healthcare workers. Candy, it's It's what, like 2:30 a.m. for you?
そして
Yeah, care
その
home
考えから
workers
す
as
ると
well have been targeted here.
私は現実から目をそらしたことにな
So
る
there
わ
was actually a report in Toronto of there was one place that had to lay off, I think it was 40% of their workforce because they weren't fully vaccinated.
おいおい。
Um,
だからといってそうじゃないことはお前だって分かってるだろ。
they can't do a whole lot because it's government mandated.
先生の言う現実は何も戦いだけを指しているわけじゃないんだからな。
いいえ、それとこれとは別問題なの。この数年間、私は決して自分の足で歩こうとしなかった。新たな活人の道。それを探すと言い訳しながら、
Well, Candy, maybe if
私
you
は放
didn't
棄していたの
invent a backstory for my scold, you could be getting sleep right now.
ギルドの居心地の良さに甘えながら、ね。
Yeah, so one of the things in Canada is Canada allowed for mixing of vaccines,
その意味
which
で私
wasn't
は
something a lot of
父の弟子の
places
中で
did.
は
So
一番
I'm
の落ちこぼれかも
half
しれないわね。
Pfizer, half Moderna. And the biggest question we have right now is, for places like the US, currently the US has stated that they're not allowing people with mixed vaccines to enter. And other countries have said that as well.
そのあり方
So
の是非
Canada's
はともか
currently trying to negotiate with them to be like, come on, it's 2 doses. If not, they're gonna have to basically buy another set of doses and get everyone a 3rd dose.
あなたにしてもバルターにしても己の道を選び歩き続けてきた。父の説いた活人権に正面から向かい合って自分の答えを出した。そしてそれぞれのやり方でこの世界という現実
Third
と向き
doses
合
are
っている。
probably coming anyway.
結局私だけが歩いていなかっ
Yeah.
た。
Canada allowed Pfizer, Moderna, the Johnson & Johnson, and AstraZeneca. Johnson & Johnson being the single shot, it didn't matter. But people who got the AstraZeneca first were advised to get Pfizer or Moderna as their second. And then if you were like me, where I think I got Pfizer first, Moderna second, I think is the order it was. It was just at your discretion. But a lot of places wouldn't tell you what shot you would get until you showed up or until you booked an appointment. Especially if it was a walk-in one, if it was just one where like they're like, hey, we're open like 9 to 5 today. If it was walk-in, they wouldn't tell you until you got there what shot they were offering. So a lot of people would go there and then just go back home because they wanted 2 of the same shots.
いや、お前はちゃんと歩いてたさ。いや、お前はちゃんと歩いてたさ。
え？
ただ、それは他人のための道だったというだけだ。ギルドにいたお前は、他人が進む道を踏み鳴らすためにひたすらに歩いた。そしてそれは、まさに活人の道だったと思うぞ。
Yeah, we didn't have that kind of organization. It was if you were in a hospital or in like a care home, they would organize it for you. That was all fine. If you worked at a hospital or medical facility, they would organize it for you. But like I was saying to Hat, I had a friend who worked in a hospital, and they said it would take her 8 months to get it, and it was just she got it 6 months sooner. Just by booking as a private citizen.
もしかしてそれで慰めているつもり？
Whereas everyone else, basically, they just announced like, hey, we got another shipment of like 100,000 doses. Go nuts. Here's the website link. And those sites would just like, servers would crash hard as soon as they announced it.
とにかく、俺が言いたいのはだな。お前はあまりにも強すぎて、あまり
And
に
you'd
も生
basically
真面目
have to
すぎ
say
るんだ。
like, oh, I'm eligible for this criteria. And they would start at like an old age. and then like work their way down. And then there was like special things like, you know, if you're immunocompromised because you have a condition, then like you're exempt, or if you're a healthcare worker, you're exempt, and things like that.
その強さと真面目さがお前
And
自
then
身
they
を縛
it
っ
would
てい
just
る
be
ように見
like,
える。
here are the dates available. Refresh in 30 seconds because it's going to be gone.
だからキリカ、少し肩の力を抜けよ。少し、ほんの少しでいい。そうすりゃお前ならいろいろと見えてくるはずだぜ。
ねえジン、
あ、なんだ。
私が国に戻ったら嬉しい？
なんだいきなり。
いいから答えて。
そりゃどちらかと言われれば嬉しいに決まってるだろう。それがどうした？
いえ。
No, I haven't. What happened in Norway?
大統領の誘い受けることにするわ。
おい、それ一体どういう？
勘違いしないで。ただ旅を終わらせるきっかけが欲しかっただけよ。それと自分の力をより活かせる場所をね。
Wow. Okay. That's hard to hear. Especially as like I worked as an archery instructor for a bunch of years. And like archery is a wonderful sport, and just to see people doing stuff like this to it.
久々にぐっすり眠れたわ。お二人とも楽しんでもらえたかしら。
But yeah, I hope they got him. I hope everyone else is okay.
ええ、そりゃもう。
おかげで英気を養えました。少なくとも新しい環境に挑戦してみようと思うくらいには。
Okay, he's been arrested. That's good. Because
それじゃあ。
bow and arrows they're not restricted, and as far as I know, in most, if any place, simply because they require a lot more skill than a gun. It's a lot harder to injure someone. And I have been shot at by accident.
慎んで
Even though they were
お受けします。
there's a special blunt arrow that you use for practice. But even those, they will leave a nice big welt, or they can take out an eye.
ただし条件が一つ。
何？聞かせて。
私はあくまでも自分の信念に基づいて組織に身を置くつもりです。もしも組織の運用に少しでも疑問を感じたときは、
Yeah, I can imagine.
組織そのもののあり方を容赦なく正していくつもりです。それでもよければ大統領閣下によろしくお伝えください。
もちろんよ。遊撃士協会というある意味危ういバランスで成り立っている組織にいた人間。それをスカウトするということは、まさにそういった役割も大統領は期待していると思うわ。
どうでしょうか。それと仕事の引き継ぎもあるので帰国は 2,3 ヶ月後になります。その点もご了承ください。
全く問題ないわ。共和国で会えるのを楽しみにしてるわよ。
ええ、こちらこそ。何か考え事？
Yeah.
いや、さっきの話さ。引き継ぎが済むまで 2,3 ヶ月って言っただろう。
ええ、そうだけど。それがどうかしたの？
カルバードも忙しいだろうが、そこまで緊急の仕事が待っているわけでもなさそうだ。
And like bows don't have a whole lot of range. They come in different strengths, and the stronger the bow, and presumably this person was quite skilled with it, so they could probably have a fairly strong bow.
それなら俺もまだしばらくリベールにいようかと思ってな。
Like, hitting a moving target with a bow is not an easy feat.
何を言うかと思ったら、私に付き合う必要はないわ。あなたはとっとと帰りなさい。
へえ、まったく冷
Hitting a
たいやつだ
stationary target
な
with。a bow is still hard.
いいじゃない。どうせこれからは嫌でも顔を合わせることになるのだから。
あ、はは、そうだな。何も焦ることはないか。
ジン、何をぼーっとしてるの？
おうって、お前も一人でとっとと行こうとするなよ。
Yeah, I'm not actually sure what like the legality is for bows here, but I think it's illegal to use it unless you're on private property. So like you can fire it at your own house in your own backyard. Just, you know, if you shoot it over the fence and hit someone, it's your own fault and your own problem. Or you have to go to like you know, like a private range or have like a hunting license and you can use it for hunting. I think are the only exceptions. Yeah, and I mean, like, it's probably similar here in terms of restriction as guns, but guns have a lot more things on it, and you couldn't shoot a gun at your house. You have to shoot it at a range or for hunting purposes. It's actually probably similar restrictions in that sense. Okay, let's head back to base. We're not going to do any more doors, but maybe we can make a bit of work on the main story. We got through one moon door, 2 star doors. Okay, so we got... You're an all-rounder, you're a tank, range. Do you have another all-rounder? I don't really consider you an all-rounder. We could have a healer. Bows are fun. It is an all-rounder, fine. I mean, I would love to pick up a bow again. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna go each of these side paths. Okay, this is just to... Actually get some fighting in, huh? Oh, I need to rearrange my party, because Cher is taking a back seat in this. Okay. You have... no. Yeah, it'll have been... I basically haven't shot a bow since the end of university, so about 6 or 7 years at this point. But I was a head archery instructor at a summer camp for a couple years. Not that I actually got a whole lot of shooting in, because most of my time was either instructing other people, doing repair work. I would probably repair several hundred arrows every summer. I repaired a couple bows as well, not that I really recommend doing that. If your bow has damage, you should replace it. And then just teaching the kids, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time to shoot. What I did pick up, probably in the last couple of years, is we had one left-handed bow, because we needed it for, you know, in case someone's left-handed. But there was almost never a left-handed kid, so I just taught myself how to shoot left-handed. because that bow is almost always free. So I can shoot a bow with both hands, so that's nice. I'll give you 1,000 mirror if you give me back what you took. No, because I like that. I'm gonna give it to you. No. You can hit everything now, child. And I was never into competitive archery. It was always more for fun. Okay, this thing is the one that hits harder. Also, you could probably hit both. Internet, I can see you dipping. Go back. Thank you. That thing also hits pretty hard and it confuses you, but you can do it. I'm so glad they took out mimic chests. Your secrets are safe with me. Oh, that's just, you want to have paint. Let's get rid of death blows. Yeah, that's better. Petrify. Okay. And what's this way? Treasure chest behind it? No. Up we go then. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got a big X. There's a teleporter there. There's 3 enemies. I'm gonna guess they're guarding chests. Oh, these things are weird. Oh, you have a death blow. That'll be nice. No, I'm not Canada's Legolas. Jeez, these things are hard. Oh, alright, and they multiply. Oh, and they petrify you. Wonderful. Legless, Lego, Legolas. Oh, I can vanish people? Do I want to do that? Yes. Then... Of course. Oh, and you cast it on yourself? Go away, weird bouncy things. Please don't petrify my whole team. Hopefully I can hit them with a satellite. I don't know how we got a satellite instead. Okay, people need some healing. Man, neither of you... Do I have... Or where the heck is cooking? There's cooking. Oh, I should make water. Apparently water brings you back from the dead. Probably have to warp back to start to res them. Start a new game, easy, normal, hard, nightmare, other nightmare? No, we will not be doing that. Let's jump back to this one. Where it can heal us. And then we can... Alright, I said I wanted to adjust tactics because I don't need 3 frontliners. Let's go with, we'll go with the Y. There we go. Okay, so we went to this one. Just keep going this way. Fight the unicorn. Six out of 36. Perhaps the second gift will be unwelcome. It should come to that. Should it come to that. But still dearly wish to be your friend. The days you spent in that shop are and will always remain precious, no matter the answer. I'm gonna need to look up that story in its whole at one point. Get rid of that and sleep faint. No treasure. Okay. I'm guessing this close one will take us to that little arc, which will be treasure. Let's do that. That was... yeah, you need some healing. Actually, you can heal yourself. And actually heal yourself some more. Good enough. Oh, where the heck did this take us? Okay. Okay. This is the real reason why you don't sleep. Oh, that was not a surprise attack. Oh, don't you dare make her spell. Okay. There was a guard coming up, and if it made her spell do absolutely nothing, I was gonna be so mad. Sorry, I got a bit of a chesty cough. Oh, we got a door here.
選ぶべきは右か左か。汝らの行く末はカードのみ
Dang
ぞ
it,
知る。
hero. I don't know what that one is, but apparently we can't open it yet. Oh, we got a save point. That's nice. So this is the correct way, then. So then let's go back. I'll probably get us just on the course for the correct way, and then I think I might call it there. Let's see. So we want to go this way. Avoid you. Take your flute. I know I don't have hands, but I want to hold yours. It's a lewd treasure chest, Kun. Yeah, I see you coming. Oh, these things were tough. We had to run the last time we fought one of these. Oh, and you have a friend behind you. Can't be blinded. Please eat. Oh, I should have done that on the critical.
戦場をかける金色のさまよりうつろなる魂を救うヘブンストライク。
Oh no, you're being forced to eat dinner like a decent human being? You can... Oh, you can't revive people because you don't have... What can you do then? I think I just want to run from this thing. It's not fun. We didn't read this chest. Spirit of 12. Oh my, Sato, is that really you? Sato was Hideko's senior in college. Belonged to the same club as her. Okay, we've escaped. Time to heal people. I'll have to revive you later. Oh, just the one of you?
哀れなる魂よ、どうか安らかに。
At least we got a level out of it. Okay, where the heck does this go? Oh, not these things. I won't fight these things. Because they can do exactly that. And then that. At least they can't attack us now. So actually... Let's bide our time. Oh, that does damage. I didn't want it to do damage. tell this treasure chest was outsourced? Okay, what the heck's a destiny card? Also prevents death blows, okay. Oh, not this thing. We're running from this thing. We'll deal with him. I hate you, game. What even is this? Dilfkaj of the 54th 390. Did their cat just like run on their keyboard? Okay, I guess we can fight these things. I don't know why, but games love giving me just like stuff that's impossible to say. Stop turning into me. This treasure chest was supposed to have a witty saying, where we drew a blue blanc. Okay, I'm guessing at that end there's going to be some kind of fight. Oh, not this thing. Goodbye. I'm sure there's a secret to beating them, I just haven't figured it out yet. These things I can fight. Especially if it's just you. Yes, you have enough. Yes, do that, please. Of course you're gonna cast your arts on me, but I think we can kill him. There we go. A bunch of levels, that's always nice. Have you seen those chests from Erebonia? They're the strong silent type. Okay. Sure, you take those shoes. Anyone else need better shoes? Peter's the only one who could have it. No, that's not worth it. Okay. Okay. I don't trust that thing is not gonna be a boss fight. So I think I'm gonna call it there.